going to talk about the up-and-coming new bike companies that are trying to compete with the name brands. And I know that Mike posted a video the other day showcasing a new BMX that I don't know what's the name, Chimera.
Yeah, that's how I would pronounce it.
This is something that I saw first with Johnny Prime. Johnny Prime is the head of the ZOOZ NYC club, and I think he's getting one of those bikes. But
Yeah.
it's interesting now. People are competing with other brands, so it's getting crowded. And the other one also, and I don't know if you guys know about this one, is the Ride One Up Rep, which is a direct competition to the Super, which is getting for some reason a lot of negative news.
Yeah.
With technical issues about the throttle, about their batteries, and about their pricing. So what do you think about these upcoming brands that are trying to compete?
Well, I mean, speaking on the Chimera bike, I'm blown away.
Blown away. Like,
Yeah.
that's a very strong.
Well, no,
Felix.
it's honest because
Okay.
you know, looking at bikes like the Super 73, looking at bikes like the Bandit, I've gotten to see a whole wide variety of different bikes, and especially the Sur Ron. The Sur Ron is the bike that I've seen in from the Segways all the way up to the more modern 2023 Sur Rons. The Chimera company, just the videos that they put out, they really show how much care they put into each single part of the bike. The bike is still not out yet, but yesterday they posted a video that I thought was really interesting. It really showed off all the engineering behind their products.
I saw the torque, like it was
yeah.
like really torquey. It went like it reacted really fast.
It's a mid-drive motor, which really is what sets it apart from the ZOOZ bike, which I got some great time on today. I like the ZOOZ bike a lot. I do hope to have a eBMX bike sometime soon. But if I had to make the choice, I would honestly probably go for the Chimera at the moment. I don't know the price point, and I don't know what other features they plan on adding later. But based on design and engineering alone, I'm very impressed.
Well, in my opinion, just to be fair here, the design and the package of the shoes is to me like the top in that category. Like a light BMS is only like 60 pounds. That goes 33 miles per hour, and it has that power because it's so light. The Chimera we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that so far, I'm the consumer that I like to get a product that works from the beginning.
Yeah.
That I don't have to do anything. These two guys here, they like to just give me the frame.
Yeah.
Give me just the frame. I don't know why
Yeah.
they spend so much money in getting wheels or handlebars, because they want to change everything.
That's not
But
everybody.
that ZOOZ bike, it looks like it's well put together. The Chimera, I don't know. I see like a bike that still doesn't have that industrial design. That's something that pop for the popular consumer, like the majority of the people, not the niche that you have here.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know if that's the final product. They're probably working on making it better.
And I agree. I think that kind of harps back to the difference between, you know, when I first purchased my Super 73, the main competitor was Juiced Bikes. And at the moment, do we hear anything about Juiced Bikes? Not really.
Just what?
Exactly. And when it comes to the overall product, the Super 73 won mostly because it felt like a very refined product, like you were saying. It felt like something that you could just purchase and start using, and that is the case. The Sur Ron is the same way too. You buy it, you can leave it stock for years and years and still be happy with it.
But going back to the new companies that are coming out, the other one is Ride One Up, which is not a new company. They're being around for a while, but they just released this year a direct competition to the Super 73. And according to many YouTubers that already have done a review, is winning in all the sections when it comes to the quality of the bike. What's your opinion about this?
Well, when it comes to an e-bike, this is something that I spoke about in one of my other videos. There's the main parts. There's the suspension, there's the motor, or we can call it the drivetrain, because that includes the motor, that includes the battery, and the controller. But then on top of that, there's the form factor of it.
And the price.
The price,
which is crazy.
The price is what trumps everything, and yeah, the price point is on point. But the main thing, and the reason that I think the Super 73 is going to be demolished this year, I think that at this point, the Super 73 makes no sense to purchase because it is a 48 volt system. If I remember correctly, it's only about a 30 amp controller. If those numbers mean anything to you, then you'll understand. If they mean nothing to you, all you need to know is that majority of the bikes that came out at the same time as the Super 73 were 52 volts. Or above.
The C3 Strong is 52 volts, 23 amp hour. Is only $2,700.
That's another company. That's another company.
$2,700. It's a hardtail, no suspension in the back.
But the design,
the ride, the gel seat.
I heard that the seat makes up for that.
Yes, I rode it many times, and
oh, that's right, you have one.
Yeah, and
you were supposed to bring to the channel and never did.
Yeah, I took it back to Maryland. That's why.
Yeah,
it's back in Maryland. But yeah,
a 52 volt battery is the only thing that you should be considering at all towards the bottom of the spectrum of e-bikes. And for those of you that don't know, mad scientist mode switching on, it's all about the voltage when it comes to speed. Some people get really stuck on the wattage of the motor. The Super 73 is a 750 watt motor with a peak of 1200, if I remember correctly.
Say what? What a wattage?
What you talking about, Willis?
But the new Rev bike by Ride One Up is a 750 watt motor, but because of the controller, because of the high voltage battery, you're going to get a lot more than you would ever get from a Super 73. So on paper, the bike will automatically blow out any Super 73.
Yes. What's the price on that?
That's
less than 3,000.
It's like it's like
less than 3,000.
No, for the full suspension, it's 31.
31
okay. For the full suspension, because they have another one that
is a hardtail.
A hardtail that is like 1,500.
Oh my god!
Which is crazy. And it's the same bike. It's just
you can get two batteries, right?
And then you can purchase an additional battery for $500.
Wow!
And they have it set up where you can mount it on top of the cables that you have, the cable box that you have on the bottom. So you can actually mount it there. And they don't have it connected, so you will have to switch the batteries.
That's something that I got to give a shout out to Spark Cycles for, because having a dual battery is something that other companies have toyed with. Like you were trying with the Land Moto bike, yeah, they have the option to add a second battery on there, but to have a proper functioning system that makes them run in parallel and you don't have to worry about the problems that would come with that, that's a really, really big plus. So a dual battery bike is great, but a dual battery bike that actually works with limited input, that gets a lot of points for me.
If you find value in this video, make sure you subscribe and you like down there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.
I'll be back.
Good afternoon, Ampheads. I don't know what just happened, but like about 25 police cars passed by me over 100 miles an hour. And now 95, heading southbound towards the GW Bridge, is not moving. This is one way to start my second half of the day. As I find out what happened, and you hear more sirens in the background. Crazy. With that being said, it's 45 degrees, partly cloudy. We're supposed to be getting rain and the mix of snow. And yeah. So that's how I'm going to start my second half of the day. So be safe out there, Ampheads. It's Friday, all the crazies are out. With that being said, this is Richard Ramos reporting to you live in Frantic 1 for Frantic E-Bike News. Peace, Ampheads. 1.